Hi everyone, my name is Cat Mineo. I'm an attorney of JRG Attorneys at Law. I work in our business transactional and intellectual property department. Our office is based in Monterey County. We're able to assist folks throughout the state. Today I'd like to give you a brief introduction to trademarks. As a disclaimer, the inclusion or reference to particular trademarks or organizations in this presentation are for illustrative and educational purposes only. So what is a trademark? A trademark is a word, phrase, logo, symbol, design, or a combination of those that help consumers distinguish the source of goods or services. I'm sure many of you could think of a trademark off the top of your head, but Coca-Cola is one, the slogan "America runs on Dunkin'," and even the Target symbol are some basic everyday trademarks you may have encountered. Now, there are different categories for trademarks. Those are brand names, trade dress, service marks, certification marks, and collective marks. Brand names really identify for consumers the source of goods. So the term Dole pineapple firmly acknowledges for a consumer that Dole is providing that pineapple. Trade dress is a little bit different, and it speaks to the graphics, color, or shape of a packaging. An example I like to use here is the actual shape, curvature of the Coca-Cola bottle. Now, service marks identify for consumer services versus goods. So when we see the words McDonald's or even just those golden arches, we know that it represents McDonald's as a restaurant service. Certification marks actually identify goods or services that meet specific qualifications. So oftentimes you'll see a piece of clothing that may say Woolmark, and that is intended to verify that that piece of apparel is 100% made of wool. Now that we know what the categories of trademarks are, it's important to understand that there's different types of trademarks. So there's a standard character, special form, and a design code. Standard character is really protecting the words regardless of how they're displayed. So that means without specific font, size, or color. A special form allows you to claim those design components. So you are able to protect the specific font or style or design. Now, design codes provide an opportunity for protection that combines those words, letters, numbers, and design elements. An example I like to use that really showcases all those different types of trademarks is Nike. So Nike has the standard character for the words Nike and Just Do It. There is a special form registration for the term Nike in the stylized font in which we see it appearing often. There's also a special form trademark registration for the actual swoosh design. And lastly, there's a special form which is a combination of the swoosh design and the word Nike as we see it here. So with that in mind, now that we have that basic understanding of trademarks, another area we want to touch on quickly is the geography of registration. Registration can be obtained both at a state, federal, and international level. California, it's the California Secretary of State that allows for registration within California. Now this is limited in scope, but it's significantly cheaper per class, and it allows folks who might just be getting started in their business or anybody who doesn't have an intention of really being in a market outside of California to get a firm sense of protection for their mark. At the federal level, it's the United States Patent and Trademark Office that handles trademark registrations. And in obtaining registration at the federal level, you have protection in all 50 states as well as the U.S. territories. At the international level, the Madrid Protocol is the mechanism under which an applicant can obtain registration in multiple different international jurisdictions at the same time. Depending on where you may be selling your goods or providing your services, it makes sense to apply at the state, federal, and international level. Now that we know who we can register our trademarks with, just important to understand briefly the difference between ownership and registration. So there is an inherent common law protection for use of a trademark. However, enforcement rights come in upon completion of registration. So registration allows the owner to protect the trademark from being registered by others and also prevents others from using a trademark only with respect to related goods or services. So that is just a little bit of an introduction about trademarks here, and we are certainly available. My contact information is here should you have any other questions or if you'd like to discuss legal issues with our team. Thank you.